off with another team from the Pac-12, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories will probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
The first down pass was complete on the screen. Brought down at the 24 line. Second down coming up.
The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Page. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Give to the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's McLaurin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Rutgers.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the move. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
3rd down coming.
The Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Scarlet Knights need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
First and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense looks like they're coming. He'll try the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Did the work himself. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He'll try to do it himself. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to... something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to throw again. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet. They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be stopped, but
Oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And on second down for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The offense changing the play. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fired complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Plows through the defense. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's another incompletion for this offense. And, man, it's kind of been a grind. It's kind of been ugly. They're just not in a rhythm. This whole night, man, just the crowd here just kind of, everybody can feel it. This offense hasn't figured their way out, and they got to get something going.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the down.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Shakes off the defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quickly out to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's now second and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. On the option. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
35. Georgia State, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
First and 10.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant.
Turning it on. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
3rd down coming.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Tries to get it on the ground. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the leader, they're just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room, but they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.